Hey YouTube, Awesome Rider here with our third bit of Power Month news surrounding the TMNT and MMPR crossover figures with our third and what should be final 3-pack. So this, or 3-pack, third and final 2-pack. I was saying the number 3, it was on the brain. So the 2-pack includes Red Ranger Raph, back off Raph. Remember when Johnny Knoxville was Leo for like a hot minute? Foot Soldier Tommy, which I completely forgot about. Didn't even think about that for a figure. You know, I was thinking yesterday, like, who's going to be the last 2-pack one? You know, some people said Green Ranger Shredder. But as I said in the last video, based on the listings that were found, it looks like Green Ranger Shredder will be his own figure. Because I'm going to assume he's going to be a little bit bigger. And it just kind of makes sense to have him stand alone. But we have Foot Soldier Tommy. And I didn't think about that because I was trying to think, like, who could we have? Could it be Casey? Because Casey was in it, but I don't remember him having any sort of alternate form or Ranger-related form. But Tommy was in disguise as a Foot Soldier to save his friend we had never heard of before, and he was just suddenly in this. So I guess that's actually not a bad pick. It's at first I thought it was just a regular Foot Soldier. I'm like, oh, that's kind of lame. Way to get us to buy the third pack to complete the Turtles. You just put a random Foot Soldier in there. And I realized it was Tommy. My only real complaint about it is, it's kind of nitpicky, but the head sculpt is very much more show-like than comic-like. It looks very much like the mullet head, and that just kind of brings up a pet peeve I have with the Lightning Collection. I don't like to complain about it a lot because I feel fans act overly entitled about this line and really complain just too much. But one thing that does bother me is I don't like that we don't really have any good comic head sculpts yet. I mean, the only one we've really gotten outside of the Turtles themselves is Draken, and that's only because they had like a scan of when Tommy or when JDF played Draken for that short. And I don't know why they don't want to do cartoony comic heads like for Ranger Slayer or for like this Tommy. Just because, you know, it's not like they don't have experience with it. With Marvel, they do live action heads of characters that haven't been cast yet, you know, for like the Rebels characters. And then they always do a bunch of comic characters for Marvel. So I don't know why we haven't dipped into, like, you know, Ranger Slayer Kim having a cartoony head, or this Tommy looking more like, I mean, it probably cuts corners to use existing things, but it only really bothers me because it brings up my bother about the other problem as a whole. I'm really hoping in the future as we go on, if we get like the Omega Rangers and stuff, we actually get comic heads. In part because I want the different look, but also because, for me, the comic characters are so separate from the show characters for me. Like when I'm reading it, I don't even hear the voices. So I don't want to be reminded of the lame show versions. I want the cool comic version. We don't want old and busted. We want the new hotness. But that's my only problem with it. I'm excited to complete the Turtles. Foot Soldier Tommy is okay, but I'm excited to probably see Green Ranger Shredder tomorrow. My guess is tomorrow's Thursday, we'll probably see Green Ranger Shredder, and then they're supposed to do a Fan First Friday, where I imagine they're going to talk about the process of making them, do some cringy award show banter, and then maybe get a couple other reveals. So I'll do videos for both of those. I was also trying to think of other things we can get, and if I recall, we had like a, what was it, a Metalhead Megazord? I don't know if we would get a full-on Megazord scale thing, but I would love to see something like that. I thought that was a really cool design. There was also just some other cool Zord-related things that we could do, and I think that would be neat. It would be really neat to get a sequel to this, too, in the comic form, and that could bring up more designs, because people brought up, like, wanting to see designs based on the Turtles' actual colors. I think I just recently got a comment, someone saying, oh, like a White Ranger Casey with a hockey mask. That would be cool. So I'd love to see stuff like that. But if they were to do another Turtles crossover, what type of cross designs would you like to see? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you can hear my videos. Awesome Rider, signing out.